Okay, in the morning there came a loud banging at the door. Poking his head out the window, Herbert saw a brave knight in armor. Blech. "Come out and fight, you slimy dragon," shouted the knight, waving his battle axe. Herbert was frightened, and whenever Herbert was frightened, he got the hiccups. Herbert hiccuped and hiccuped and hiccuped. Billows of smoke poured from his nose. Needless to say, the brave knight in armor galloped away as fast as he could. Retreat. That's what that says, in case you can tell. For those of us who can't read backwards. Gar. Okay. That afternoon, the king and his whole army marched into Herbert's front yard. "I'm going to make mincemeat of you, O foul and villainous dragon," shouted the king. He couldn't be talking to me, thought Herbert. One look at the cannon and the battering ram, and Herbert was terrified. And whenever Herbert was terrified, he began to cough. Look, there's the big fat king saying, "Nothing will save you now." And it says Herbert Dragon, and there's numbers and letters and stuff. It says RFD1, Eon 3. I don't know what that means. Some of you are smarter than me. You'll probably get it. And there's poor, scared Herbert, and the princess is like, "Yay! Dragon killage!" And he's saying, "Help, help, 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 help." Okay. Herbert coughed and coughed and coughed. Streams of fire and smoke poured from his nose and mouth. The great cannon melted. The battering ram caught fire. The army panicked and ran away. Look. Mass destruction. And he said, "Are you mice or men?" And he's like, "Squeak, squeak." Oh, the poor ugly people are terrified. Right. "Now look what you've done, you terrible dragon," said the princess. "You've scared away my father's army." In a huff, she pushed Herbert aside and left, slamming the door behind her. There she goes. He's saying, "Good riddance to bad rubbish." Herbert's just like, "I'm so tired." Alright. Herbert was broken-hearted. He had certainly made a mess of things. "I guess I'm not cut out to be a brave knight in armor," he thought. For days, Herbert just slunk around his cave, feeling very unpopular. Then a troll friend of his dropped in for a visit. "Herbert, have you heard the news?" he said. Of course, Herbert hadn't. His radio was still broken. "It's just awful," said the troll. "After you melted down the king's cannon and scattered his army, the evil Duke of Dingbat and his bandits kidnapped the princess and carried her away to the castle Grouch, and the king has no army to rescue her." Says, okay. "Sticks and stones may break my bones." Oh, sticks and stones can't break my bones, for I am just too scaly. But ugly things said to me hurt my feelings daily. That's Herbert's little poem. Poor Herbert.